So first question, what do you think are the 3 most important qualities in a teacher? So number 1, from my experience, I would say this is a strong degree of intuition and empathy. So by that I mean using these skills to gain a much keener sense of what is holding a student back. So while this can often be academically, they might struggle with a certain area conceptually, a lot of the time they perhaps might not quite understand the degree of work and effort that's required to kind of get to where they want to be, or they might be struggling a lot with confidence, so it's really important to kind of work with them to slowly build up that self-belief so they then have the tools to move forward more independently, especially as they get to more difficult levels. Number 2, I would say adaptability, because as much as it pains me to admit it, your really detailed, well thought out lesson plan you rarely get to properly stick to, so sometimes you have to spend more time going into one area that perhaps it wasn't that clear, the student didn't quite understand, or other things you expect to spend more time on you whiz through really quickly. So it's being able to address and fill gaps that crop up unexpectedly through the duration of a lesson. And then thirdly, I would say it's being a bit of an all-rounder, or by that I mean having a broad range of understanding. So working one-on-one with students, it's using these skills, so perhaps giving them an understanding of underpinning numerical principles in biology, or helping them with writing ability in not necessarily English or even a humanities subject. So helping them to build those skills and tools for enriching their work, essentially. Okay, question 2. What are your best experiences and biggest challenges in teaching? I would say that actually these are 2 sides of the same coin. So for me, my biggest challenges have been my best experiences in turn. So I spent a year working full-time as in a homeschooling role, providing all of the subject tuition for a girl in grade 7, so year 8, and she was struggling academically. She'd fallen behind and was really keen to get back into her old school. So we worked to fill a lot of gaps that she'd kind of, I suppose, accumulated along the way, to make sure those were filled. But also the bit that was the most rewarding and also challenging was that she was very neurodiverse, so she had Asperger's, so it was adapting my teaching style to ensure that I was delivering the content in a style that worked for her, so she was able to get the most from it. So that was a bit of an uphill experience at times, but exceptionally rewarding, and I learnt a lot from that. Otherwise, biggest challenges, I would say working with younger children, primary level, I've learnt a lot from, just because it's so much less about the syllabus content and exam requirements, and it's kind of enriching their education and learning style in lots of ways that are far less tangible. Number 3, why did you get into teaching and what else do you do for work? So I'm going to quickly whiz through this one. I got into teaching because I have a background in voluntary outreach and educational support. I was through school and university, and then I did a few longer term full-time residential roles abroad to gain more of an understanding of different learning styles, different cultures, and see what that was like. And what else do I do for work? I have a background in public health research, public mental health, so I work in research assistance with a couple of health services research projects in child and adolescent mental health. Okay, thank you very much.